After 3 long years, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle has finally been revealed, and I want to give you all my quick thoughts on it. So far, the game looks pretty good, the graphics and aesthetic are done wonderfully, and it seems like the people that are working on the game are actually really big fans of Indy, so hopefully they don't screw it up the way Disney did. It's been around 15 years since we've had another Indiana Jones game, and I feel like he's been due for a really good Uncharted style video game, and I'm really happy that we're finally getting one. Indiana Jones is one of my favorite franchises of all time, and I cannot tell you how excited I am for this game. A franchise like Star Wars will get a game every couple of years, or sometimes even every year, but an indie game is a little more special because we haven't gotten one in 15 years, and it's not a yearly thing. It really does seem like a lot of money, resources, and effort is being put into this game because it honestly looks really fun. However, despite the game looking absolutely incredible, I do want to give you guys some of my thoughts and opinions that may be a little more negative, or maybe just things that I'm questioning about the game. I know the game hasn't even come out yet, so it's a little too early to be making massive assumptions, but I do want to give you guys some of my opinions. First of all, I feel like the name Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is just a very generic name for a title. I feel like you can make an Indiana Jones title out of almost anything, but I feel like the Great Circle is just way too generic. What about Indiana Jones and the Monumental Ring, Indiana Jones and the Circle of the Gods, Indiana Jones and the Circle of Monuments? There's a lot of other ways to make this title sound so much cooler, but the Great Circle just isn't good enough in my opinion. There's also this debate going around on whether or not the game should have been first person or third person. I personally would have loved if it was third person instead. I understand some of the arguments for it being first person. Some people were saying that because the game is being developed by Machine Games, who's worked on a lot of first person shooters like Wolfenstein, it would only make sense that this game would be first person as well. But I feel like a lot of people, including myself, weren't expecting or wanting a first person game, but a third person game like Uncharted where you basically play as Indiana Jones. The new game seems like it's going to deliver on that to some extent, but I feel like it's going to be missing something, and that is the third person aspect of Uncharted. I saw some people saying that they don't want this game to be an Uncharted or Tomb Raider ripoff, but I feel like a lot of people, including myself, really wanted this to just be an Uncharted or Tomb Raider game where we play as Indy. There's nothing wrong with first person, and I think the game is going to work just fine, but I do feel like it would have benefited from third person. Maybe the game will be like Red Dead 2 where you can change between first and third person depending on your liking, but that's probably not going to happen. The last thing that I want to talk about when it comes to the Great Circle is who's going to be playing Indy, and the person who's going to be playing Indy is the legendary Troy Baker. You may know him as Batman, Joel from The Last of Us. He's played a lot of characters, and honestly, I never considered him to play Indy, but he's such a good choice. Not just is he a phenomenal actor, he's also somehow been able to perfectly replicate Harrison Ford's voice. And I swear he's nailed Harrison Ford's voice mannerisms to a T. Some people might be disappointed that they couldn't get Harrison Ford to voice Indy, but in my opinion, I feel like Troy Baker is a perfect replacement. Not to mention, Troy Baker played Sam Drake, the brother of Nathan Drake in Uncharted 4. Man, how things have changed. I also love the face model for Indy because it's not exactly Harrison Ford, but it's close enough to where you can definitely say that you're looking at Indiana Jones. And those are all of my thoughts and opinions so far on Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. But what do you guys think of this game? Are y'all excited for it? Are you into Indiana Jones? What does this game look like to you? Does it look like something that's going to be really fun? Do you think it should be in first or third person? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. God bless you guys, and I'll see you all next time.